What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, I want to talk about my entire portfolio. I think it's been a while since I've really gone through what I have in my portfolio and what are the biggest holdings. Now, I'm not going to show you the numbers and looking at exactly how much in total is in my portfolio. I've gone through individual positions, but since it's gotten up to a certain level, it's something where you're like, I don't really want to air out all of that stuff on the internet, and you got to respect that for anybody, right? But I will tell you exactly what I'm holding, what are the top positions that I have there, and ones that I have the most faith in, the ones that I expect to gain a lot more from. Now, before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Now, if you also want to check out my link for BTCC, feel free to check it out. It is a fantastic platform that I've utilized quite a bit. It's great. You get a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link if you're choosing to sign up. You can also get an extra bonus extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, and you can trade all the way up to a 500x leverage. And something new that they just announced that they released is isolated leverage. So for the people that have struggles with trying to calculate what their stop loss needs to be, you can basically do an isolated leverage, meaning that whatever you put in, you can decide to only lose that if you are wrong, right? Instead of losing anything else that's held in your USDC or USDT account or whatever, right? So feel free to check that out. Link is down there at the top of the description. Let's go ahead and get into my portfolio. I think when we talk about my portfolio, the last time we left off, XRP wasn't at the high level that it was at. I was sitting around, I think it was like 150, it might have been 1,000 overall, might have been 200,000, or approaching the $250,000 level. Well, it's definitely surpassed that since XRP has run quite a bit, but XRP is still my largest holding by far. There's nothing that's even close, but as XRP continues to grow, it continues to widen that gap. Now, other things, if they start to make some moves, then they start to kind of shrink that gap a little bit. But as long as XRP has the potential and goes where we believe it's going to go, we're going to see those things happen there. We're going to see it actually widen that gap. So what I'm going to do is go through where the market is today, just to give you a little bit of an update, and then go through exactly what I'm holding here and what are my largest holdings. So currently, the market is sitting at a $2.69 trillion market cap. We still are not in altcoin season. It's very close to getting to that level, right? Well, not very close to getting to that level. Very close to starting to see that progression, because it seems like every day it gets worse and worse on the dominance, right? Bitcoin's dominance is at 63%. Bitcoin seems to be gaining more and more dominance over time, but once we start to see that dominance really start to shrink down, that's how we know we're approaching altcoin season. Right now, we're in Bitcoin season. It is thoroughly in Bitcoin season, and we're making those moves to kind of move up. And altcoins like XRP are leading the way, in that manner there. So, anyways, not there yet. Getting close, because majority of the things that I am invested into are altcoins. Bitcoin is slightly up on the day. We're seeing Ethereum slightly down. XRP is slightly down as well. BNB is slightly down. Solana slightly up. So not really major movement. Maybe in some meme coins that you see there, but not really major movement here today. Which is fine, as long as we're not seeing the entire market absolutely collapse or seeing the entire market increase. There's no type of major movements right now. So that's why I'm making this type of video going over what I hold. Speaking of that, let's go over what I hold. So if we go into my portfolio, you're going to see everything that is, I wouldn't say blacked out, but it's classified. It's G14 classified. So you're going to see my best performer, what the name of that is, XRP and CRO. What I'm doing in this video is going through what are the positions that I hold and what are the largest positions that I hold. Now, right now, it is sorted by holdings, by the amount that I do hold. So you're going to see going down the list, what are my top positions. XRP, by far. If you wanted to do the math, you could do the math on what I do hold, as well as where the price is. But I hold 200,000 XRP plus the 10,000 that's sitting in my Ledger wallet, but that's just going to sit there forever. I don't plan on moving that. Kronos, I invested in this position at a level of, I believe it's 12 cents. Yes, it's 12 cents is where my cost basis is. So I'm definitely down on this, but I still believe in it throughout this altcoin season and as we move along, as we go forward. YFI, I just talked about that yesterday. I plan on making 500,000 from this, but I do not have 500,000 invested. I only have 5 YFI, as well as Jasmy coin. I have 1 million Jasmy coin. So these are some of the top positions that I own. Litecoin is a top position. Cosmos I have as a top position. Swiftcoin has a lot that has grown to a top position because I did have that at 40% of a penny, 30% of a penny. So seeing where it is now at 1.4 cents, you double, triple what you had at those levels. Solana, I have a decent amount as well. All of this that's included here in these portfolios, or this portfolio, does not include what I hold in my Ledger wallet, which I can comfortably say is somewhere close to $100,000 for the entire thing. I hold some Avalanche. I hold a BNB, which I don't plan to hold that for long. I do have some that's over in my Ledger wallet, but I plan on getting rid of this at a more earlier date, short-term date. Not because I don't believe in it, it's because BNB is kind of my transfer coin. That's why I hold some BNB and when I transfer from USDT or USDT on the Binance Smart Chain side to BNB. Terra Luna Classic, I still hold that in my possession. Ethereum, I have a decent amount. Harvest Finance, Teller sitting at $23. I feel like it's a steal price, and I've been looking at that off and on. Like, I want to buy more and have more. Just so that when it does get to $100, $200, $300, $600, $1,000, that we will be able to make a decent amount from that. I still hold Krill in my possession, Caspa, GameStop. I have Grok, Loopring, API3, Alchemex, Shiba Inu still, Beam, Anchor, Book of Meme, Lucky's Leprechaun. I have Pepe, Ponky, as well as some positions that don't really have, I guess they still have value to them, but from what I saw before, they didn't. MAGA Trump, I have VSG, I have Sync as well. Some of these that really haven't worked out well for me, and a lot of them that have or are in comfortable spots. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is not to show you how much I have in my portfolio. The reason why I'm making this video is to explain to you guys that I haven't sold any of my cryptocurrency. Right, I still hold a lot of the cryptocurrency that I talked about. Just because I talk about XRP or Kronos or Jasmy coin a lot, or just mentioning YFI, doesn't mean that I don't hold Cosmos anymore. Doesn't mean that I don't hold Avalanche anymore. Doesn't mean that I don't hold Shiba Inu anymore. I still hold all these positions. They're just going to, play out their time and their growth within their own schedule of growth. Right, so. Just because I have all of these at the forefront, I have so many videos on these things, doesn't mean that I've given up on them. I still hold all of them, and I will talk about them eventually, and obviously it just depends on the popularity and the amount of people that want to hear me talk about it. I still have Grok. I still bought my 1 million, and honestly, I should have another million at this point, but I don't. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about what I hold in my portfolio, not the amount, just what I hold in my portfolio. Do you hold any of these same things? What do your top 5 coins look like? Because for me, my top 5 coins are XRP, Kronos, YFI, Jasmy coin, Litecoin. These are my top 5 coins right now based on what I'm holding, not based on percentage, but what I'm holding here. If I went and sorted it by profit, you would see, XRP is up at the top of that list. I should have Terra Luna Classic that's also up at the top of that list. Terra Luna Classic honestly should be up here by percentage, but I think they're going by dollar figure and how much profit we have rather than the percentage that you have. So anyways, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out my link down below. Hopefully this video was somewhat valuable. I know it's not showing the amounts, but hopefully it is somewhat valuable to you guys. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.